Hey everyone! For this simple animation, I traced the logo directly in Blender. No add-ons needed. All you need is a high-resolution image with good contrast. I'm using Blender 4.5 for this, so the steps might look a little different if you're on an older version. This tutorial will be in two parts. First, the tracing, and then a quick setup for the animation. When you open Blender, you'll see the default setup. Select everything in the scene and delete it. Press 7 on the numpad to switch to top view. Now let's bring in the logo. Add a new object, go to Image Reference, and choose your logo image. Right-click on the image and select Trace Image to Grease Pencil. A settings box will pop up. Target Object lets you choose whether to create a new grease pencil object or trace into an existing one. Radius controls the stroke thickness. Color Threshold tells Blender how to decide what counts as light or dark when tracing. Turn Policy affects how Blender handles pixel edges or vectorizing. Mode lets you choose if you're tracing a single frame or an image sequence. Once you hit OK, Blender will generate the traced lines. Delete the original image. And select the traced grease pencil object and convert it to a mesh. With the traced mesh selected, press Tab to go into edit mode. Select the two inner circles. Press P and choose Selection. This separates those circles from the main mesh. Exit, edit mode, and rename the original mesh to P1. Now select the mesh with the two circles. Go back into edit mode, select the innermost circle, and separate it as well. Exit, edit mode again, and rename the outer circle P2 and the inner one P3. Select P2, go into edit mode. Press A to select everything, then press F to fill the face. Press 1 on the numpad for front view, then extrude along the Z-axis by 2. Exit edit mode. Do the same for P1, but only extrude it by 1. Now move P2 slightly down on the Z-axis. Select P1, go to the Modifiers tab. Add a Boolean modifier and set P2 as the object. Apply the modifier, then delete P2. Select P3, go into edit mode, fill the face, and extrude it upward. Go back to object mode. Now Shift-select P1, press Ctrl+J to join both objects. In the Object tab, rotate it X by 80 degrees. That's the tracing part done. The logo is ready, so next I'll move on to part 2, creating a simple animation. Make sure you're on frame 1 and the logo is selected. Press K and choose Rotation to set your first keyframe. Now go to the end frame. Change the Z rotation to 360. Set another keyframe. You can play the animation to preview it. Once you're happy with the animation, go to the Render tab, set the engine to Cycles, and if you have a GPU, switch the device to GPU Compute. Set Viewport Min Samples to 50 and Render Min Samples to 300. Under Color Management, set the look to very high contrast. Next, go to the World tab, click the yellow dot next to Color, and choose Amaze Environment Texture. Click Open to load an HDRI. You can find great free HDRIs at polyhaven.com. Now add a new camera and a cube. Edit the cube by scaling it up by 20. Select the top face and delete it. Go back to object mode and split your window to open a second viewport. In the new window, press numpad 0 to switch to the camera view. Turn off the tool panel, axis gizmo, and overlays, and switch to rendered view. In the left window, switch to the top view. Select the camera and move it along the y-axis until the logo is clearly in view. Next, select the logo and go to the Material tab. Create a new material and rename it Glass 1. Set the color to orange. Lower the roughness to 0, and under Transmission, set the weight to 1. Click the little arrow next to the material name and choose Copy Material. Press plus to add a new material slot and create a new material. Click the arrow again, choose Paste Material, rename it to Glass 2, and change the color to blue. To assign the second material, go into Edit mode, deselect everything, then hover your mouse over the middle circle and press L to select just that part. In the Material panel, click Assign to apply the blue material to that circle. Exit Edit mode and play the animation. If you're happy with the result, it's time to save and render. And that's it for this tutorial on how to easily trace an image in Blender. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm always happy to help. I'd also love to hear your tips or feedback on how I can make these videos even better. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and share your projects with me there. And of course, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Blender tutorials.